The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
That is caught inside the 5. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Evans on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Gain of 6. 1st down, New England.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out. Hurts fumbles it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Goff now looking to throw. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Higgins.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run. Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll try and run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawks 7, Patriots nothing.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
To throw is Goff. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here's Jamie Gillendow, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 12. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long.
Ball runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lutz Seahawks puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Patriots 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Goff. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd down.
Goff now to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Goff's pass.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
The play brings up 3rd and 4.
To the air again, Goff. He finds his running back, Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If this is all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll run it now with Robinson.
At the 31-yard line.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Hurts. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain
A
of
10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in by Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Robinson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Brings up second and
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
it's third down. And 8.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Seahawks 14. Patriots 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Out of the gun, Goff. The left side caught by Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Stephon Diggs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Goff. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Complete to Jordan.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Goff throwing again.
At the Patriots.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again is Goff. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Well set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. No gain on another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. 5 plays there on that drive, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second
down. Here's Jalen Hurts.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Complete to T. Higgins.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second
down. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught.
Touchdown, Patriots. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now Goff on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Play action. It's Goff. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and 10 at the 49.
On first down, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. On second down now. It's Robinson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the
Hurts.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now,
under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Goff now to throw. And he's able to find Diggs.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Keeps himself up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off play action. Here's Goff. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Complete to Stephon Diggs.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He gets this in the hands of Mixon and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
3rd down and less than a yard.
Back to throw, Goff. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So the Patriots coming out now.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. But 1st down hurts.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 1st down, Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun to give to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Goff. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the Patriots now down by 7, just over 1:40 to play. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Hurts fumbles it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.